If I told you that I cheated, would you hate me? Come on, everybody, let's discuss. Hey everyone, good morning, good morning. Welcome all you new folks and welcome back everybody to Loving It on Keto. I am dressed for success at the gym. I have not been in a couple weeks and it's time for me to get back on board. Yes, it is. Now I did something to my knee yesterday. It's my bad knee. It's my right knee that I've had 3 surgeries on and it's a little bit swollen and feels super tight. I don't know if it's from holding Sally or having her sit on it or what. The neat thing about the camera, if you guys watched yesterday's video, is it stabilizes and shows you, and that card was doing this, and Sally was, you know, moving around and all those things, and I think that I just strained my knee. So I'm gonna have Alejandra work on my shoulders, my back today, everything from the waist up. And then I have to go see her again tomorrow and we're gonna work on arms. So you guys, I got my Yvette outfit on for success. Yes, indeed I do. My spider bite's getting better. But you guys, if I told you I cheated, would you hate me? I don't have time to go into it right now. But you guys, come back in the next segment and we'll talk about it. But when I come back, we're gonna have to get something to eat because I do not have time. Harry and I need to go out the door. Harry's going to PT for his hip and I'm going to exercise. So we'll see you guys in the next segment. Yes, indeed. Okay, everybody, I've changed and freshened up and I feel much better. It's time for those little summer dresses that I love so much because it's getting hot here in the desert. Matter of fact, what is the temperature today? It's sunny and 86 so far. Now, you guys.
Don't feel like it in here.
I am gonna make something that we had back when I first tasted sardines and we had sardines every single day. That was several months ago and I made this. Now, I bought cases of sardines, like to the tune of, like when you go to Costco, you get a big pack of them, and we need to eat those. We need to rotate them. They are less than $1 a piece because I bought the whole thing for,
the case had like...
It was less than 9. Well, I can go get one. You guys, I bought, a case is 3 of these.
No, you're wrong.
There's 3 in the box because I have...
The box holds 6 of those.
Oh, 6 of these?
Yes.
6 of these. Anyway, I've got like 3 boxes full that we need to eat. Now, you can deduct a couple bucks because I have $6 left for my weekly food, but I've got to eat these. One thing that I've got to say is they are packed in 100% olive oil, which I'm gonna have Harry drain, and then I'm gonna pat dry. So there's gonna be a little bit of olive oil in them, but we need to eat the sardines. So even though they're not carnivore because of the olive oil, we're gonna try to get as much off as possible. Because what I'm gonna make today is a sardine quiche, crustless, right? It's basically gonna be sardines on the bottom, and then I'm gonna make an egg custard on the top. So you guys, I know that sounds weird, but it's absolutely amazing, delicious, and yummy, and so healthy and nutritious for you. So I have 2 sardines. I'm not sure. We're gonna be making them in an 8-ounce container. Did we put 1 can or did we split a can across?
Split.
So we're gonna split 1 can of sardines across. And I'm gonna make that, but first I'm gonna have Harry drain this the best he can. Then I'm gonna dab it all over with a paper towel to pull the olive oil off of the sardines. So that is phase number 1, and we'll be right back after Harry drains these for me. Yes, indeed.
This is where all the grease goes. I'm gonna pour this in here too. You can see this one does. They don't have the old, you know, twist off thing. Remember that key thing? Can't buy those anymore. And they have some that'll pull the little tab. These are different. These have this little thing like this, and I only open it about that far, you know, as you can see. And then I just pour it into this thing here. Squeeze it a little bit. See if I can try to get as much as I can out of there.
There.
Okay.
Pour them onto the plate.
Okay.
Can you see the plate? Yep. Yep.
I might need a fork.
I'm your sous chef today, huh?
Yeah, whatever.
Let's pour the whole thing on there.
I did. That's it.
And then here,
There
kind
you
of. So I'm going to come over and so now I'm going to try to pat this off the best that I can just to get the rest of. Now normally you guys, olive oil is very good for you. It's very healthy for you, but it's not carnivore. So I'm trying to do the best I can. Just getting these patted dry. A little bit of olive oil isn't going to kill you. And like I said, Harry, are you going to close that up? And are we going to tape it up and throw it away?
Yep.
Because here's some tissue. And you guys come back in the next segment. So we poured and drained, and then I patted this dry, and you just take your sardines. Now this is skinless, boneless, because I don't like skins and bones yet. I'm new to the sardine area.
Yeah.
And kind of just break it up a little bit, so when you spoon in there, you can get that. Get some of this in here. I know you guys think I'm crazy about the sardines, but I'm telling you, if you eat eggs and sardines, it is absolutely delicious, isn't it?
So it's weird that I don't like tuna. I'm not a big fish fan, but for some reason I love sardines.
I think because your body needs the omega-3s. But it's weird, and I did not like sardines at all, but loved tuna. So it's just really weird how that whole thing happens. So let me put this over here. Now, I have my bone broth, and I've melted because it comes out so thick and so gelatinous, and I'll share what little bit I have left, just to show you when it is refrigerated, my bone broth, I don't know if you can see in there, Harry, because there's hardly any left.
Yeah, but it's
super gelatinous, so I just heat it for like 30 seconds just to get it so that it is...
Yeah, in a liquid state.
In a liquid state.
So that's the pure bone broth.
Right. So, this is however many eggs you use to the same equal amount of fluids, and I'll share what I'm talking about right now. So I have my eggs, and I've done this before, and 6 eggs works really well for my 8-ounce containers, right? So I'm gonna crack, huh?
With something in them?
Yes, 6 eggs. I'm going to put these over here in the pan.
We'll move the dish.
I'm making sure my eggs aren't spoiled as I'm doing this. That's 4. Usually it comes out to about 1 1/3 cup. 5, 6. These are extra large. I don't know what size I used before, but let's take a peeky see at these. I need to get a napkin. Okay, so you measure your eggs. 3.5 on the, right here. 3.5 or right about 1 1/3 cup. So I need to get a bigger mixer because I want to be able to pour it really well. So you put your eggs into a bigger container, and then you pour in 1 1/3 cups of liquid. I'm putting in bone broth because it just tastes so delicious and it's so healthy for you. It's right at 1 1/3. So I'm going to put that in here. And I'm just going to put just a shake of Redmond Real Salt Cherry Blend. I salted my bone broth, but I just want to get that little bit of flavor, so I don't use a lot. 5 shakes is all I'm using. Now, you beat this up really well. If you do not like sardines, just make this plain. I made it with the BBB and E diet with bacon crumbles in the bottom. It's excellent.
Oh yeah.
If you have some cheese, put the cheese on the top. It is amazing. It is quiche filling without the crust. If you want crust, put pork rinds on top. Yes, indeed. Now, I am got a container because we have to put it in a water bath, so I'm just going to gently pour in to the top, and the sardines will sink to the bottom, which is fine. And it just fits. Now, I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees, and I'm going to cook these for 30 minutes. Then I'm going to check them. What you do is when you check them, you take a spoon and you bounce it across the top to make sure there's no liquid. It needs to be a little bouncy, but no liquid needs to be coming out.
That's when it's finished.
That's when it is finished, and then we pull it out. So I have a pot that I heated water with for the water bath. And I'm going to put this in, but I'm going to pull out the rack because I need to be able to pour it in the oven because it's too heavy for me to lift it and try to carry it over. So I'm just going to pull the rack out. I'm going to gently put this because trust me, it is filled to the brim, but it doesn't rise, so you don't need to worry that it's filled to the brim. And then I'm going to pour the water in up to the lip. It just needs a water bath to help heat it all the way through. And this is boiling water that I have pre-boiled. I pour it up to the rim lip. Now I'm going to put this in the oven gently and cook it for 30 minutes, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to test it. But you guys, egg custard, egg pudding, quiche filling is so hearty, so delicious. And trust me, put bacon in it. Put any of your meats that you have left over. Pulled pork would be fantastic in the bottom. So just put the meats in the bottom, or in this case, the sardines. Try it with sardines because you're going to be amazed. It brings a light, fluffy deliciousness to the sardines.
Yeah, even if you don't like fish, it might surprise you.
It might surprise you. It really might.
It did me, and I just really love them.
But you love sardines, and I thought I hated them until I tried them again as an adult. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to cook this for minutes. Come on. 30 minutes. And then I'm going to come back and give it the bounce test. So you guys, we'll see you in the next segment. I'm going to tell you guys all about what happened, and I hope you guys don't get mad at me later on in the video. But right now, we're going to break our fast with my sardine quiche, carnivore style. Yes, indeed. The timer went off at 30 minutes. I'm going to do the bounce test. And then Harry's going to have to bring it out if it's done because it's going to be too heavy for me. So, woo!
Yeah, man. Steam.
Steam. Oh, I can tell already. It doesn't look.
No.
It's still, because it's got the denser meat in it, and the size, it needs to be cooked, I would say, for 10 more minutes. It was too, you could see that it was still way too
liquidy.
I'm gonna do 10 minutes. So this will make it a 40-minute quiche. So we'll come back in 10 minutes and do another bounce test for everybody. But you guys stay tuned, because I do have a confession to make, and I hope you guys won't hate me, but we'll stay tuned for that one. Yes, indeed. It's 40 minutes. Let's check. One more time. Woo, that's hot. It smells good. It smells delicious. Oh, now that looks better. Bounce. Yep, see, it's firm. See that? There's no liquid coming out, you guys. So Harry's gonna take this out, bring it up, and we're gonna let it cool down in the water bath so it can finish cooling down and cooking the rest of it. So you guys come back in the next segment. Harry's gonna pull it out, and we'll come back when it's ready to serve. Warm. Yum. How you feeling, Harry, after PT?
I'm really hurting a lot.
I know you are.
I mean, it's like they're making me feel worse.
Did they make you a pretzel? Were you a hairy pretzel
Yeah,
today?
he bent me all over the place.
Hey, be very careful. Put 2 hands, Harry. Don't pull it out anymore.
Further so I can get to it.
I know, but I'm just...
Ooh, they look great.
I know they do. They smell really good, actually. Put a little bit of cheese on that, you guys. A little Parmesan cheese.
Should I clear it?
Yes, clear that. See, when I hit this, there's no liquid coming out. See, it just bounces. That's what you want. Let it cool down in the water bath, because you don't need to eat it piping hot anyway. It'll set up super nice. Let it cool down. And the nice thing about these, you guys, is you can eat them cool, al fresco, or you can eat them hot and warm. You can put a little pat of butter on top of these, and it's mwah. A little bit of Parmesan cheese on this with the fish would be excellent, would absolutely be delicious. But again, use your favorite meats, but I'm telling you, bacon crumbles is fantastic in this with some sharp cheddar cheese on top. Yes, indeed. So you guys, come back when we plate it and we take a taste test for everyone. You guys, Harry carefully pours the water as I'm holding these in. He pours the water out gently and carefully so it's low enough that we can pick these up and move them over. So I just wanted to share that little trick with everybody. But we have hamburger that I need to make into patties. So from last night that I'm gonna make some patties with. Well, the my carnivore quiche is cooling off a little bit more. Because I want it to be pleasant. I want it to be pleasant. Let me see how many of these I can do. I'm trying to, let me see. Yeah, 3.
I'll eat one with a pill, probably.
That's what I thought. You would eat one with a pill, probably. I just have my counter.
With a pill and then...
Oh, however you need to do it, dear. You do what you need to do. That way we can just have a hamburger tonight.
Yep.
Hamburger patty with some butter. With some butter on top. Harry cleaned out my pan.
Nice and pretty and clean.
Yes, it is.
Woohoo!
I don't care what shape they are in, shape-wise. I just want to make sure that they're...
Fit in the pan.
Fit in the pan is right. I call them smash, Wendy smash burgers. Just smash them. There we go. And before we start these, I'm gonna just close it up in here. Now, let's get our carnivore quiche with sardines
Yeah, we're using sardines.
We're using sardines. Something I want to do, I want to dress.
You don't have to use sardines, right, Wendy? They can use anything they want.
They can use, I'm telling you, bacon is awesome in it.
Yep.
I love it. When I was doing my BBBE challenge, I made it with bacon bits. It's absolutely heavenly. And water. I used the same equal parts of water to equal parts of eggs. Extra large eggs, 6 of them are about 1 1/3 cup to 1 1/3 cups water with the bacon in the bottom. It is exquisite. It's delicious. It's creamy. It's rich. It's quiche. It is delicious. Any way you look at it. Anyway, I'm going to put a little bit of the Cherry Blend Real Salt by Redmond's, and this is back in stock. I would run, not walk. I would get the little ones so you have easy application. I would get a big bag for your cupboard, just in case they go out.
Yeah, because you can refill those.
Yes, you can. That's exactly what I do. I'm going to put a little bit on here. Then I'm going to have Harry come and taste test it for everybody. And then I'm going to taste test it and share. Hey, Harry, take a taste test. Now, go dig down to the bottom if you can to get some of that delicious sardines in it.
There I am, down to the bottom.
Ooh.
See if I got one. Did I get any?
Yep, you did. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, you guys.
Can you see that?
Wow. Yeah. Turn it all the way around. Give us a little bit of a view. Oop. Yep. Go ahead and take a taste test. Still hot?
I like that, but I like sardines. Yeah, that's good, man. Now you guys, I'll tell you what's really good, bacon in here. She made them with bacon. Oh.
Okay, it's my turn. You love it? What would you give that?
9.
Would you? Bacon's better?
Bacon would be, yes, of course.
Okay, here you go.
It's gonna get a 10 if you put bacon in there.
Well,
Okay.
no, I think bacon and cheese is a 10.
Oh yeah, there you go. That'd
Just
be
saying.
a 10, man.
Okay, now you guys, for those of you who are brand new, I hated sardines growing up. Several months ago, well, back in 2022, we did a sardine challenge where I ate sardines again as an adult for the first time. And this was the brand that we ate. I was pleasantly surprised, and I have several recipes that I made during that time with sardines, and I shared that with everyone. So you guys go look up the old sardine ones, because I'm telling you, it's pretty, it's beautiful. If you're not sure, of it, give it a try, because eggs, I don't want to say dull the taste, they just go so well with sardines. Eggs and sardines are delicious. The Europeans have been eating eggs with their sardines for breakfast for a very, very, very long time, but look at that. It's amazing. That's a big bite. I need to cut that in half. I don't want to embarrass myself on camera with a big old mouthful of food. That custard, that egg is exquisite with bone broth. Use bone broth or get a clean chicken broth if you can, because I think chicken is a little less strong, and it goes very well with the sardines. But you guys, this is heaven. And if you're not a fishy person, I suggest you try this, because I'm loving it, and I would not eat sardines. Harry and I kind of had a side bet on that when we did the sardine thing, and I was very worried that I was gonna have an issue.
I won.
Even swallowing it, but Harry won. Anyway, you guys, come back in the next segment, but gotta eat my carnivore quiche now. Yes, indeed. Okay, you guys, I kept this towards the end for a reason. Because I did this, I'm owning up to it, I am fessing it in front of everybody, bearing my soul of what I did today after I worked out at the gym.
Yep.
Am I proud of it? No, I am not, but I am sharing it because it's a healing. Yes, it is. Was it horrible? Not really. Would it have been totally keto? Yes, it would have. Is it hardcore carnivore? Absolutely not. So I'm sharing with you right now. Usually when I go to training afterwards, I would always drive through Starbucks. Yes, indeed, Starbucks. And I would get my venti Americano with sugar-free vanilla and light heavy cream. Yes, indeed. And Harry was at PT this morning, so I purposefully said, you know what? I can't stand it any longer. I have to have my coffee. Yes, I do. I do. I have to have my coffee. I talked myself into it. That devil on my shoulder right here was going, Wendy, you can have coffee. You don't have to tell anybody. You just have it. It's just between you and me. And then, you guys, it didn't taste as good as I thought it would, right? So I was drinking it on the way home, got home, tasted it, stirred it, and it just didn't taste as good as I thought it was. But did I drink it all? Yes, and I did. I've been having sinus headaches.
Before I got home.
Before he got home. And then he got home, asked me about the gym and everything else, and I said, I did something. I did a thing. He goes, what'd you say, Harry?
I said you're only human, and where's mine?
Yeah, he did. If he had been with me, and I swear to you, he would have gone, okay, let's go get one together.
You're right. Yes.
Harry will follow me off a cliff if I say, I'm just going to run right over there and jump off that cliff. He'd go, okay, let's go. So the good news is Harry did not treat himself or cheat himself into doing what I did.
Well, I have coffee every morning anyway. But
He gets coffee, black coffee with butter in it. I do not. And you know what? This has been a hard challenge. Maybe I took too much away. I don't know. Am I going to keep coffee in? No, I'm not. That was it. This is it. This is it. It's going to be thrown away. It's not happening because tomorrow I have to be at the gym at 9 o'clock. It's not happening. But you know what? Every person here watching is human. We are all human. And sometimes you give in to something that you shouldn't have done or that you said you weren't going to do. And as long as I confessed it to Harry, shared with him, he just laughed about it. He said, you're fine, don't worry about it. And I said, well, I think I need to share it with everybody because we're all humans, okay? Yes, we are. I don't need people to say, oh, it's okay, or oh, it's not okay, or any of those things. It is what it is, and guess what? It's already in the past. It's done, it's a sealed deal, can't do anything but move forward. Move forward. Now, my problem could have been that I went to the gym in a fasted mode. I didn't even have time for water because we didn't get to sleep until after 3 a.m. Got up, Harry had to get dressed, got to get him out the door, he had to take his pills and all the good stuff, and then I had to get out to go to the gym. And I think that because I had not eaten anything, and because I worked out, that broke down my defenses.
oh yeah, that's it.
So I think if you are thinking of all these things in your head, I think you need to sit down and eat a good meal as quick as you can. Now, McDonald's was next door and I could have driven through and grabbed a hamburger patty instead. Yes, I could have, but I didn't. I had the coffee and now I'm done. It's a done deal. I did it. I'm sharing. I'm human. Yes, I am. So I just wanted to share that with everybody because here's the deal. We weighed in, on May 10th, I weighed in at 188.2. Harry weighed in at 183.4. 183.4 on the 8th. He weighed in this morning, he weighed the same, but I didn't catch it with this app. My phone was in the other room. We said we weren't going to share our weigh-in for a week, but I wanted to reiterate where we were last week because several things have happened And I just want to share, so when I go tomorrow and show my official weigh-in, we'll see if we went up or if we remain the same. Did we miss it? Because I was very excited. I'm taking naproxen because my knee is swollen and it hurts. So I took naproxen. I had my coffee. It had the sucralose in the sugar-free vanilla. Had a little bit of cream in there. I always tell them make it brown though, because I just want a little bit of cream. And then Harry has been on his meds, and he went and got manipulated from physical therapy today. He got bent like a pretzel. Yes, he did. And tomorrow he's got to go too. So tomorrow morning we're weighing in. Good, bad, ugly, or the same. We're going to share that weight too, because I want to show you, do I go up? Do I go down? Do I stay the same? It doesn't mean I'm going to treat myself to another coffee, a Venti Americano with sugar-free vanilla and light heavy cream before June 1st.
Well, if you do, you better bring me one.
No. See? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
Let's go jump off a cliff, Wendy.
That's right. So I have to be good for Harry. I have to set a good example for everyone, you guys, but I'm human. Anyway, so I'm going to share that tomorrow. Now, while the carnivore quiche was cooling off, I made those hamburger patties, and they're ready to come out. Do you want one yet? I'm kind of full from the quiche.
Right now, man.
You know, and I thought because they were
anything right now.
Light and airy that they would be. Look at these. Oh, yeah. Just hamburger. Just delicious 80-20 hamburger. And then when you heat them, you can heat them and eat them. That's the nice thing about those. Oops, almost got it on my phone. Take some salt. Redmond sea salt. Put some on there and just let those cool off.
Redmond Real Salt.
Redmond Real Salt. Now, isn't that pretty? It's always nice to have that. And what I'm thinking is maybe Sunday when we go buy some more food for the week, you guys, Harry surprised me. We are going camping with Arvita.
Yep,
Monday through Thursday, coming home Friday. We're celebrating our anniversary and Mother's Day. Yes, we are. Now, here's the weird thing. We are going to go to Cottonwood, Arizona. We're camping at, I kid you not, this is the name, Dead Horse Ranch State Park. It is beautiful there. We've got a great campsite in the quail. There's 3 different areas. We're in the quail.
We're in the first one.
We're in the quail one. Anyway, there's 3 lagoons. You can fish there. There's miles of trails. You can do all kinds of things there. It's beautiful, flat, water and electricity included. And we'll see how we do next week, because I'm going to shop on Sunday and pack Arvita. I know this is weird. I'm taking out what we have in her freezer, bringing it and putting it in our freezer, taking the food that we buy and putting it out in her freezer. But something I have to do this weekend is change over the winter stuff for summer stuff, because it's hot there.
How do you know?
Yes, she does. Oh, did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
She's so cute. Anyway, so we have to do that this weekend because we are going camping, and I'm very, very excited. But we are staying hardcore carnivore. Yes, we are. So you guys, okay, come here. You can come here. I know, you're so cute. She's so cute. Okay, there you go.
You want to talk.
I know, she wants to tell us. She says, Mommy, you're standing in the spot.
Yeah.
Aren't I? Yes, I am. Yeah, I love you. Okay, you guys, please remember to like, subscribe, ring that little bell, give us a thumbs up. We'll see you right here tomorrow. Hurry quick. She wants to say goodnight. Say goodnight. Okay, say goodnight. Problem is, Sally, you get chicken, rice, and some, here, let me get you a piece of your chicken out of your little meal I made you. I know it's not carnivore dog, but that says you got to do this for 72 hours at least.